Welcome back to Motivational Wealth.
It's great to be back.
I've been thinking about this whole idea of wealth creation.
Mm.
It's not just about money, right?
No, not at all.
It's about building something,
Yeah,
leaving something behind.
a legacy.
Yeah, a legacy.
It's about creating something valuable.
Exactly, creating capital.
Mm-hmm. Capital in all its forms.
And you know what? It almost feels like a gift.
Like a gift.
Yeah, when you put that much effort into something and it takes shape.
You mean the effort itself feels like a gift?
No, the result, the outcome. It's almost like receiving something precious.
I see, like a reward for all the hard work.
Exactly.
Kind of like how some people see salvation.
Yes, exactly. It's transformative.
So in this deep dive, we're exploring this idea of striving for something more, building a richer life, not just financially, but in terms of the capital we create through our efforts.
And we've got some fascinating sources that really dig into the nitty-gritty of what it takes.
Oh yeah, they don't sugarcoat it.
No, they don't. They paint a very realistic picture.
They really highlight the sheer effort involved.
Yeah, take publishing a book, for example.
Oh man. It's a long shot, even for experienced authors.
And even if you do get published, the financial rewards are often,
Modest.
to say the least,
It really shows you that generating value takes serious dedication.
just to get started.
Right, and that's just the beginning.
Yeah, the sources we've looked at really emphasize that.
It's not just about the initial creation.
There's a whole mountain to climb after that.
Marketing, sales.
Figuring out if there's even an audience for what you've built.
Absolutely, and that's a key point.
Our sources stress the importance of the audience.
You can't just build something in a vacuum and hope people will love it.
Right? It's about understanding your audience's needs.
Even before you fully commit to a product,
It's more interactive, more market-focused.
like a sculptor constantly refining their work based on feedback.
Exactly. Listening first, then building.
And even then, you're entering a crowded space.
People are bombarded with choices.
Their attention is a valuable commodity.
So convincing them that your offering is worth their time.
That's a huge challenge.
And here's where it gets even more interesting.
What's that?
The sources point out that sometimes established organizations,
Like big companies?
yeah, they can resist new ideas.
Even if those ideas are proven to be effective.
Exactly. It seems counterintuitive, right?
Yeah, why wouldn't they want to improve?
Well, the research suggests that change can be disruptive.
Even change for the better.
Right. It might require investment, training,
And potentially upset the existing power dynamics.
the comfort of the familiar, even if it's not optimal.
Can be a powerful force.
Inertia.
Exactly. Inertia often trumps even better solutions.
So it really makes you think about the hurdles faced by innovators.
It's not for the faint of heart.
And this connects to another interesting idea from our sources.
What's that?
They suggest that people might be more motivated by avoiding failure.
Then by achieving success.
Yeah, interesting, right.
Very. And they use this zebra story to illustrate it.
Oh yeah, the zebra story.
Can you remind our listeners about that?
Sure. You know how a zebra's stripes are usually seen as camouflage?
To blend into the background?
Right, but the sources propose a different angle.
What do they say?
They say that when a predator looks at a whole herd of zebras,
With all those stripes.
it's hard to pick out one individual.
They all blend together.
Exactly, so the real camouflage is about fitting in with the group.
Not necessarily blending with the surroundings.
Right, and psychologically, this could mean that we prioritize,
Belonging.
yeah, being part of the group
So we don't stand out.
and become a target.
For criticism or failure?
So when we think about motivating people, maybe it's not just about the allure of success.
But also the fear of standing out and failing.
Exactly. The sources even suggest that marketing that focuses on avoiding negative outcomes.
Might be more effective than focusing purely on positive ones.
It taps into our desire for safety and security.
Like the idea of loss aversion.
Yeah, the pain of losing something often outweighs the joy of gaining something of equal value.
So what's the takeaway for our listeners who are striving to build something?
I think it's about acknowledging the real challenges.
The difficulties in creation, marketing, getting your ideas accepted,
And understanding the deeper motivations at play.
both our own and those of our audience.
Are we driven by the pull of success or the push of avoiding failure?
It's a complex picture.
Not just the simple go-get-'em message we often hear.
It's about navigating the real terrain
Understanding the human tendencies that shape the journey.
and recognizing that striving for that gift of capital
in whatever form it takes for you.
is inherently challenging.
It requires resilience.
A willingness to face those difficulties head on.
So much to consider from this deep dive.
Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us on this exploration.
It's been a pleasure.
And thank you, our listeners, for subscribing to Motivational Wealth.
We really appreciate your support.
We hope these deep dives continue to provide you with life-changing, wealth-building motivation and valuable insights. Now, here's something to ponder. Considering that zebra effect, are there areas in your life where you might be prioritizing blending in instead of embracing your unique strengths and vision? What's one small step you can take today to let your own stripes shine through?
Until next time.
Stay motivated.